You're watching this today because you're thinking about making some DVDs. You know that DVD is the fastest growing consumer media of all time. In fact, by early 2004, over half the households in America had DVD set-top players, and they were selling for as low as $50. You also know that this DVD media has some real advantages over VHS. But you want to know a little bit more about the technology before you dive in. So today, let's take a quick look at how DVDs get made, and then you can decide whether or not the time is right for you to get into DVD production. Here at ACN, we've released many DVD titles, so let me share a little bit from what we've learned so far. You're probably already familiar with VHS production, so let's compare the two. And actually, they are quite similar. They're both consumer distribution formats that you can use to get your video out to your audience. And they both hold about 2 hours of video. The cost for the blank media is roughly the same. However, DVD is still a little harder to do, and most people are still more familiar with VHS. So if either you or your audience is not technologically savvy, you may wish to stay with VHS for a little while longer. But if your audience is familiar with this new technology and you're brave enough to take advantage of the nonlinear aspect of DVD, then you may wish to consider this rapidly growing new format. The first step toward making a video DVD is to shoot and edit your footage. And for all practical purposes, this is the same as shooting video for VHS. The difference is eventually you'll need to have to take that content and put it into a digital format. So you can either shoot an analog and convert it to digital later, or to save one step, you can shoot in digital in the first place. Okay, let's say you shot your video now. How do you get this video to a DVD? The easiest way is to use a DVD recorder. They go for as little as $300 for a no-name brand or $1,000 for a name brand recorder. Now, to take advantage of the high quality that DVD offers, you'll want to have high quality inputs. And a good DVD recorder will have FireWire input, which means you don't have any loss whatsoever if you shot it in digital to begin with. Or if you shot it in analog, the next highest resolution would be the S video, and then the lowest resolution would of course be the composite video. Okay, let's say you have mastered your DVD now, but you've got to make some copies to get it out to your audience. You can do it yourself, or you can outsource it. If you do it yourself, you're going to need some equipment. You can use a DVD burner on your computer, but it does take a long time, and you have to babysit it. So if you don't want to mess with that, watching your machine every couple hours, and you need to make lots of copies, you may wish to consider an automated DVD burner, such as the Premiere Bravo. Here you can take the Bravo, you put the DVD in, it picks it up, it copies it, it prints it, and it spits it out. And what I do when I go home at the end of the night, I'll let it automate, and I'll come by the next day, and they'll all be done. The retail price of the Premiere Bravo is under $2,000, and blank printable DVDs cost as low as about $1 a piece. So those are some of your investment costs. And then, of course, you're going to have to get a fancy box to put them in. And you're going to want to have an insert, so you got to add that to your costs. And then, of course, the time and labor to put the insert in, and to take the DVD and put it in. And there you've got a nice finished product. If you need more than 1,000 copies, you'll probably want to outsource your DVD to a glass mastering replicator. The cost is going to be about $1 a piece, plus the expenses of printing the insert, and putting the whole thing together. So it can turn out to be several dollars a piece, and that doesn't include authoring. Also, you need to give them a few weeks turnaround time. Now I want to drop back a step for those of you who need extensive menu options available on DVD. Most viewers have come to expect these options, but they do take more time to produce. If you absolutely have to have a menu, there's a couple of options. First, you can outsource it to a professional which can cost thousands of dollars, or you can do your own DVD authoring. If you do it yourself, you're going to need to buy some equipment. To start with, you'll need a computer with a DVD writable drive, commonly known as a DVD burner, and a FireWire input. You'll also need some DVD authoring software. Most DVD burners come equipped with basic functional authoring software. If you want to spend a little more money, I recommend Pinnacle Studio 8, which is editing and some limited DVD authoring ability. These simple programs can be learned in a few hours. Now, if you want to do a little higher-end authoring, you'll probably want to upgrade to, say, Studio Pro in the Mac format or Adobe Encore DVD in the PC world. These are sophisticated applications and not for the faint of heart. I would recommend getting those only if you're going to be doing a whole lot of authoring. Most DVD authoring software lets you check your work before you finally burn your master. But a word of warning here, the initial burn may take several hours because the computer has to take your video and compress it into the MPG-2 format that a DVD player can read. So that's the bare essentials of DVD production. As you can see, it can get quite a bit more time intensive than simply duping off VHS tapes. So for simple linear video production, VHS may still be the easiest way to go. If, however, your project requires the sophistication of nonlinear, then you may wish to step into the world of DVD. If you have any specific questions about DVD production, I'd be happy to correspond with you by email. My address is dave@acn.info. I hope this has been helpful to you. It's been my pleasure to serve.